into the data analysis that what we are about to do in this year, but I want us to have a little bit knowledge of what data analysis and how we are going to achieve this. When some of us hear data analysis, we tend to be scared. We'll be like, oh, we are talking about something really huge. No, that's not actually the case here. Data analysis to an extent can be a little bit tricky, can a little bit complex. Doesn't mean that it's hard. Complex can be in the way that, okay, this takes quite some time. Doesn't mean that it cannot be achieved. So when you look at data analysis, look at the two words that were actually joined together to make to become one: data analysis. So when we talk about analysis, we are trying to analyze something to know the behavior and the pattern of how something was being done. And when we look at data can be of mainly two structures. This can be structured and unstructured. When you get your data, for example, let's say you went to maybe a research, you went to somewhere and you got some information. The information might be kind of messed up. Maybe where your son name is supposed to be, the name is the first name is now what is there. Where the first name is supposed to be, the date is now being occupied there. So that data is already being messy and so information are being scattered. So when you are trying to fix those data, trying to arrange it, in case of somebody decided not to put his name, you might try to let me try to guess the person's name, or let me try to ask around to get the person's name to fill it up there, or if in case I don't want to do that, I can try to remove it. See that we're all trying to analyze data. That's just basically what data analysis is. Trying to fix data, structure data in a way that is what we want it to do. Because before you start analyzing the data, you must have a reason for analyzing a data. Because you can't just wake up in the morning and pick up the data and start analyzing, because if you are done analyzing, what is data going to do for you? So that's just basically what data analysis is. When you get a data can be non-presentable. It can not be presented in the right way, or cannot be structured in the right way for us to give us the desired output that we want. And most times, to perform data analysis, you have to make use of tools. You can perform this data analysis with your normal hands, like you bring out a paper, you write some things. See, maybe your example, maybe if you have a business you are doing, maybe after the full day, you are done with the full day, maybe where the amount of things that you bought, the amount of things that you sold, all those things, you can bring up paper and write it and try to analyze to find whether if you made profit or you made loss. All the things that are trying to analyze data. That's just basically it. And then another thing that we should know, but most times we make use of software to do some of all these things, because the current world right now that of the technology world. So trying to do it manually is not actually a problem. It's a matter of the right way to do it, and it's a way that will fall back in case of any problem. So try. Basically, idea of what I want us to actually have idea is that what is actual data, and like I said, it's a way to clean, present, manipulate, just to structure our data. You know, when I mean data, I'm talking about something, informations actually. When I'm talking about actual information, like your name. If I collect your name, maybe I came to your data, I just collected informations. The information I collected might not maybe the rules, or I can say there are some colons that need to be filled up. I can try to remove that, neglect it. I can try to do all these things that are trying to manipulate, try to structure, try to make it to be in the perfect way. So when this comes in case of machine learning aspect, for example, before you can present a machine learning algorithm data that you want it to predict, make a predictive model and to give you an output, you have to be structured in a particular way, and data have to be neat. There are some machine learning algorithm there that can help you to do some of all these things. So in this our section of our data analysis, we'll be making use of pandas in Python programming language. So pandas is a library in Python programming language where we can try to manipulate data, analyze data, and do a whole lot of other things. Name most people make use of Panda. You can make use of your Microsoft PowerPoint and a whole lot of other your Microsoft spreadsheet. You can make use of Microsoft spreadsheet to analyze your data. You can make use of your MATLAB, a whole lot of other things. You can even make use of your pen and paper. It's not actually a must. You must make use of a software. You can make use of your pen and paper. That's actually one of the beginners way to start with. Analyze your data and do a lot of other things. It doesn't matter how big the data is, but when we reason why we hear about data analysis, we think of something big, because when we are dealing with data analysis as of recent years, as of currently of this age, the current world that we're currently on, when I'm talking about data analysis, we're talking about something that is really huge, because data we are dealing with now is really huge. It's no longer like olden days, those days that data is quite kind of small, where I can be in paper and then write some things up that are good to go. But no, in this current world, can you make use of paper, can make use of your pencil, pen and paper, what am I saying? But just in all nutshell, just know that data analysis doesn't matter how big your data is. With the way you want it, maybe you want to find out some missing rows, you're missing data point, you're missing informations. When we, like I give an example where your first name is not being structured in the right way. All this you are trying to analyze and try to modify it to make it more presentable and well structured. That's just basically what data analysis. And I said in our next video, I'm going to do introduction to what pandas. Like I said, we're going to make use of pandas to analyze my own data, because you can start to use anything like I can say, you can start to use your Microsoft spreadsheet to do that. Because no must make use of panda, but since I know pandas, I know how to make easy do data analysis using making use of pandas. I think in case some people that are interested in learning how pandas work, because when it comes to pandas tend to make things really easy. So in the next video, we are going to dive into pandas to understand how data analysis actually works in full. So if you get something from this video, subscribing shouldn't be a problem for you. You shouldn't collect money from your pocket. You should also like and also share with your friends who might also feel interested. So if you can also follow me on my social media, where you can get all the latest content, all the interesting content concerning computer programming, or everything that is the case. So I'll be happy to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.